Hey guys, it's Mr. Oliver. Got some information for you on how to write a hypothesis in 3 easy-ish steps. You're going to recall that the hypothesis is going to contain some of the information as your research question. So if you already have a good research question, you can adapt it and change it into a hypothesis. The reverse is also true, right? If you have a strong hypothesis, it's so easy to make your research question. You would just take the if and the then out and you would put a question mark on it and make it sound right. The standard phrasing is if change to independent variable, then how the independent, try that again, sorry. If change to independent variable, then how the dependent variable changes because use science concepts to explain. Even more simpler, if IV, independent variable, change, show the direction, then DV, dependent variable, show the direction because explanation, evidence, and reasoning. So draft your hypothesis as a statement that identifies a specific relationship. If blank, then blank because. If independent variable changes in a certain direction, then dependent variable changes in a certain direction because explanation. Right? If change the independent variable, then change the dependent variable because scientific concept. Right? Yeah? Okay. So remember, the independent variable is the thing that you, the scientist, are changing in the experiment to see what effect it has. For example, the rat gets exposed to tobacco smoke or not. The patient gets the new experimental drug treatment or not. You add nitrogen fertilizer to the soil in your eco column or not. And the dependent variable changes as a result of the change to the independent variable. Or maybe it doesn't if you don't have a good hypothesis, but it should. So we want to know, did the tobacco have an effect? Did the rat get cancer or not? Maybe not. Was the patient cured or not? Did your eco column plants grow more with the nitrogen than without? And so common terms to make a prediction, specific include increase, decrease, stay the same. Even more basic. So if we increase the temperature on the stove, change in the independent variable, and the direction of it is there. If we increase the temperature in the stove, then the time it takes to boil the water will decrease because the increase in temperature will transfer heat energy to the water more quickly. In this case, independent variable is temperature, dependent variable is time. If change independent variable, then change the dependent variable because. And indicate the direction of the changes as you go. So then step 2 is review with yourself and with your partner. So is there an independent variable? Is there a dependent variable? Does it indicate changes to the independent variable? Does it indicate changes to the dependent variable? Is it written as an if, then, because statement? So then step 3 is go back and write a revised hypothesis. But be sure to include how you plan on measuring the independent variable and dependent variable and what units you will use. This is pretty important. So research question example was, what will be the effect on radish plant growth in the eco column if we add more carbon dioxide gas to the atmosphere? We can change that to a hypothesis by saying, with units and with measurement, if we add more carbon dioxide gas, measured in CO2 parts per million, to the eco column atmosphere, then the radish plants will grow taller, stem length measured in centimeters, than plants in a lower CO2 atmosphere because carbon dioxide is a critical limiting factor for plant photosynthesis and growth. ... If you really want to get a 7 on the rubric, you're going to be putting in evidence and reference to scientific theories. So you could put in a footnote or make a longer sentence or a semicolon or add a second sentence that talks about photosynthesis theory and what we know there. All right. I hope that helps, guys. Let me know if you need help. Thanks.